Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Now I'm gonna set up my microphone because I don't really have time. So if you don't know, these yapping videos that I post, I actually post these in Facebook as well, but this specific video will be in YouTube only, alright? Because I want everyone to know. Okay, I think this is kind of bad idea, but I'm gonna let you in some stuff here. We're gonna talk about my school life actually, and how a lot of stuff unfolded. And I won't be mentioning any names at all. Alright? I won't be mentioning any names in this video. I'll be only mentioning myself and how unsociable I got. I'm definitely on Gezellig. No, I'm definitely going down that lane. But yeah. Hold on, I'm talking to my friends in Discord. Yeah, that's how unsociable I am. I got friends in Discord. I mostly talk to these people that are my classmates. Just setting up my microphone. Right. Right, so I want to talk about mostly my high school life and how all of it just went. So I want to start from grade 7. So grade 7, I was new to this school. I don't really know what I was expecting, to be honest. And we had this very wise advisor who talked to us. And okay, these people, by the way. I'm in this server. Okay, I'm gonna go off topic, by the way. So I'm in this server, and I said that I'm Filipino, and they're saying that they have Filipino. Alright. So I went to this new school when I was grade 7. So grade 7 was one heck of a year. Honestly, it was it was great, I guess. And our advisor was this teacher. He was really cool. He was kind. He was he was very wise, to be honest. Well, he is. He still is actually, and he talks to us like we're friends or something. And he matches with our humor, and he knows our interests. He likes our interests, and that's what I like about him. I like that teacher. He was very wise. So when he stopped becoming our advisor, I was sad, of course, but uh, he still had classes with us throughout the other grades. But this year he doesn't have any. So hopefully next year. Well, no, I don't think he has one next year, unfortunately. So yeah, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second, by the way. So yeah, I like this teacher very much. I still very much admire him. I don't really talk to him sometimes, only occasionally when some stuff happens. And okay, hold up. I'm literally talking to two things here. Okay, so and he's I don't know what else to say, but yeah, we still talk to him until this day because he just goes to our classroom because again he doesn't have a class with us. He talks to us as a class as a whole, excluding four pupils, by the way. We'll get to that in a while. And yeah, one thing I miss is actually having classes with him. And instead of having classes, we just talk with him. And he talks about the issues of the school sometimes, and it gave me a different view. It gave me a different perspective of stuff that can happen inside a school, because everything is different from the surface. And he even mentioned during his yapping sessions, we call them yapping sessions by the way, that one of my former neighbors, yes, my neighbor went to the same school, but now he's in another school. My neighbor was this womanizer who would also sexually abuse his I guess exes, and I'm just baffled. I'm just so baffled. And of course, the guy tries to deny it. And sometimes, these people, I still remain friends with them because I want to know if I could get them to tell their secret. I want to integrate myself within them because maybe they'd let out something, maybe they'd slip up. But unfortunately, they've moved elsewhere, so I guess that plan backfired or failed. But I just wanna, I just wanna get to the meat. The meat is really meaty. It's, Hold on, I'm gonna talk to my Discord friends, okay? Just showing you how unsociable I am. And also, this will be connected to what we're talking about. Right, anyways. So, he talks to us how the higher grades, the previous higher grades, while we were grade 8, while we were grade 8 or grade 9, he told us that the higher grades apparently spread rumors about him being a pedophile. And I'm like, why? Why would they do such a thing? And okay, I'm gonna try to be as neutral as possible here. Anyways, I'm gonna try to be as neutral as possible. So, these rumors said that he apparently had intercourse with this one student, and I refused to believe that, And my cousin believed that. I overheard her talking with her friend. We went on a bicycle ride, and I was like waiting because she was taking so long. And I overheard it. I overheard my cousin. She was like, "The teacher's still there, the one who apparently did intercourse with this one student." And I was like, "Huh, okay, gotta listen to this." And she was like, "Yeah, I wonder if it was fake. It was also graphic." And I was like, "Of course it's fake." And I think, I believe that if something is too graphic, I believe it's fake, because you can just imagine any word that you can use to make it more believable. And how would they know something if the one who apparently got an intercourse with, I believe she didn't even speak up. Again, this is a rumor, so obviously she didn't speak up. They made this up. And thankfully, some of the higher grades are still friends with that teacher. Thankfully, I believe that they don't believe at that lie at all. Again, I'm talking to my Discord friends here. Skip this part, by the way. Anyways, I was just talking about how the Filipino politics is going on. So, anyways, yeah, that's how it is. Everyone from the higher grade doesn't apparently like my our teacher, our former, what do you call this? Our former advisor. And I actually didn't know about that after I became friends with the same guy who made the rumors. See, I was friends with the guy. I actually kind of talked with the guy. You know why? Because again, I want to integrate myself with them to see if they slip up or something. And these people that are, you know, against the teacher, we call them ops. We call them oppositions. We call them ops because all they do is spread lies and spread bullshit. And see, my teacher, literally, he said, he even told us that his co-workers were talking shit about him, and I'm like, how bad has this gotten? And I don't remember, but the other teachers were literally talking shit about it, and I don't even know why they would do this. All he did was be wise. All he did was be friends with us, and we've been through some highs and lows with him. It's just he's talked about mostly to us, like, you know, being a real friend or something, and now a lot of people turn him down, and it's really tragic, to be honest. And it's really sad that someone as wise as him would just be turned down. I didn't even know what to say. Anyways, fast forward. I want to get to the meat of this thing. So, remember the womanizer earlier? So, this womanizer apparently dated one of our students in our class, and I don't know. I don't know how to explain this, but so last year, they dated until like November or October of this year. They broke up, and then during the field trip, this guy literally was hanging out with one of our other girl student. And this other girl student, she's known to be, like, from what I know, she's known to be very feminist. And in some way, when I overheard my classmates were talking, yes, I overhear you, by the way. If you're watching this, I overhear you. And no, I'm not an ops. I'm not the opposition. I'm literally telling everyone here in the world about the deep dark secrets of our school. I'm literally sharing to everyone how bad the situation has gotten over the years. So, no, I'm not an ops. And if you see me hanging around with these guys, just know that I'm in for a mission. I'm basically your spy, and I don't really speak because I'm unsociable. So yeah. And my ex is a victim of these people. Okay, so last year, me and my ex, we were both grade 8, and she was like very careful not to let her cousin know, who was in grade 9, by the way, because again, we were both grade 8, and her cousin, in that grade 8 section, no, I mean in that grade 9 section that her cousin was in, everyone there was considered an op, because everyone there just basically sucked ass. It was like a cesspool in there. There was one baddie in there, but it's just a fucking cesspool in there. And the other section of our class, and by the way, just to take note, my ex was from the other section of the class, but yet she was very much like our section. She was very much kind of like integrated with our section, which is why I met her. So yeah, and again, there's some. No, not again. I haven't even said anything yet about it. And some people in that section, they so the section's kind of split. And before we were united, the section's kind of split. The other section's kind of split. I don't know. I'm kind of like juggling my words. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully everything I'm saying makes sense. By the way, okay? Please bear with me. The other section is kind of split because there's some people who are friends with the ops in that grade 9 class, and some people are friends with us. They don't associate themselves with those fuck ass people in the other grade 9 class. So yeah, it was quite divided, and even us got divided recently because of it. So again, back to this womanizer guy. Yeah, the girl that was apparently hanging out with, they started dating until now, from as far as I know. And again, I overheard my classmates saying, "Oh, you and man has changed." Again, from what I know, she was like this feminist person. So this one girl went like, "Have you and man has changed?" Before she was like this, like that, like that. Now she's like this, like that, like that. Like, what even happened? And this guy is really, I think, persuasive. By the way he asks. No, he's not persuasive. He's manipulative. I'm just using the wrong words. I don't know if the spice is even the right word. I really dislike them. I really hate them. I have hate for them, but I still talk to them. I don't project that hate. I don't show them that hate because it would be too obvious. So of course I have to keep it low. And as a class, the unity has disappeared because she's been like the ops now. That girl is now an op. And what's worse is that my best friend, well, I don't really know if he's my best friend, to be honest, but I consider him my best friend. And my best friend is thinks that the guy is good. Oh, the guy is great. He just considers him like, just a normal guy, nothing happening or something. But take note of this. My teacher literally talked about him in front of the class with everyone present, including the girl, my best friend. He talked about the guy in front of everyone. Yet I doubt they even listened. I took note. I remembered what my teacher said. Which is why I kind of distanced myself from him. But those two girls that apparently dated him, the one girl and this other girl currently, I doubt they were listening. Though, thankfully for that other girl, thankfully she's out of that now. She knew the reality, and she's not an op anymore. And it's just a class got divided again because of that. What's worse is that our JC used to be like, full of secrets, but now we even have to hide another secret from that JC itself. Because again, there's an op in there. There's ops in there. And we could be exposed anytime. What the fuck? I look like Hitler. But anyways, going back about my ex, she was literally quite trying to avoid her cousin seeing us together, because she thinks that we might be dating, which we were, by the way. And since her cousin was in that class full of ops, she's a snitch. Okay, her cousin was a snitch. Everyone in there was a snitch. They were basically snitching bitches. There were a bunch of bitches in there. a school still has a bunch of bitches that we need uh, to what do you call this? That we need to exterminate. We can still have a bunch of bitches in there, and yeah, I don't know. We're just we're just fighting for what's good. We're fighting the good fight, but the problem is we're not fighting it the good way. We're fighting it dirty because of how worse it's gotten. And you might say, this teacher is probably manipulating or something. Doubt it. I doubt it. Because if it was true, then I don't think that guy would have approached our class at all. And I don't think there would be a testimony about another guy from that same class, by the way, on how he treated one of our pupils. And that guy was also a womanizer, and he dated one of our pupils or our classmates. And literally after the relationship, she literally vented to us, testified to us how bad the guy treated her. If my teacher was telling lies, then I don't think that girl would have testified at all. And I think the relationship, well, I believe that the relationship will still last until now, if our teacher lied. But no, he's not lying. Look what happened. The guy turned out to be abusive, the guy turned out to be perverted, and the relationship didn't really last long. So yeah, he knows what's happening deep inside the school. Because he's seen it. And the reason why I won't actually have classes with him next year is because ever since that issue, the school head literally just told him, hey, maybe you shouldn't do classes in the higher grades. We don't want us to go any further. We don't want us to go worse any further. And I guess that's understandable, but I will really miss those yapping sessions. But yeah, I still believe we need to fight the good fight, no matter how dirty it goes. I believe we should change the perspectives of these people. That the one who they're siding with is a manipulative liar, and the guy who's the girl is dating right away, like this guy again, who's a womanizer. This guy even has the audacity to say that he's only had like 2 exes or something. Mate, I fucking doubt it. I doubt it. Fucking doubt it, mate. And I wanna connect my school experience. This is still a school experience video, and I wanna tell you, like, how did I get unsociable with my class or something. I mean, I still talk with my class, but I don't really go out on hangouts with them. So yeah, the last time I went on a hangout with them was back in grade 7. Yes, 7th grade. And this is the second time I'm going on a hangout with them. 10th grade. You know why? Because most of the time, my parents would ask for a lot of stuff. And that really discouraged me. That discouraged me so much, to the point I just don't want to ask anymore. Hopefully my parents aren't saying this. I mean, this is on YouTube anyways, they don't know my channel. I got discouraged asking. But the same advisor, by the way, he convinced me to ask. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I am not letting this go. And, oh man, I don't think I'll ask again the next time. I literally just asked, like yesterday, and then he reminded me again earlier. You know, just like a little confirmation that I'm actually going. This is why. This is the reason why I'm not gonna ask again. But okay, so I'm just gonna say what he said. So like, he just went like, okay, so you have to go before dark, you know? And I'm like, yeah, I have to go before dark, obviously, because I'm not gonna be there the whole day. And actually, I don't really plan on going there the whole day. And plus, before, I actually planned to go home at 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. because I thought the home would be empty because yeah, both of my parents had work, but I realized that it was actually a national holiday. So I'm like, oh, okay, okay. But yet my dad told me to go home early, so of course I'm going home early. And he told me not to swim, but I'm going to a pool party, and he told me not to swim. And you know why? Because there's no adult overseeing it. The only problem is that there actually is an adult overseeing it, and that's our advisor. My classmates, except for the four ones, are going, including me and some higher grades. And he told me not to swim because, you know, I might drown or something. But what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? I just went like inside my head. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? This is bullshit. And I'm like, why? Why? And he went like, hey, what would you do if they pull out a beer or something? He's just giving me these fucking scenarios. I'm like, why does he view my classmates like these, like they're bad influence or something? I doubt that they're bad influence. I don't believe that they're bad influence. Some of them are actually assholes. But even though they're assholes, they're not bad influence. They have the kindest heart. Yeah, yeah. They have the kindest heart. Look, I may be saying it sarcastically, but they've never been a bad influence at all. Yes, we do joke around. They may be assholes sometimes. They may be arrogant. No, they're not arrogant. They're just assholes. And they may be bossy sometimes. They may be annoying. They may be this or that. You could say a lot of stuff. But in the end, we stay united with each other because we're classmates. And obviously, someday they're gonna go away, and yeah. But either way, I still consider them my friends. And again, I don't believe that they're a bad influence at all. And I don't believe that they will pull out a beer in the party. You know why? I feel like they would pull out a bottle of Coke instead. Not cocaine, okay? Coca-Cola. Because my friend, well, this one guy in our class is really addicted to Coca-Cola. Actually, any soda. So I doubt that they will pull out a beer bottle, but pull out a Coca-Cola bottle instead. But yeah, I do not think my classmates are a bad influence. I just think that they're annoying. And even though they're annoying, we get a good laugh out of it. They may annoy me sometimes by by making me pay the class funds, or like, you know, just taxing in general. Like we gotta pay 10 pesos every day, and as much as as much as I don't want to, of course I still have to pay because I have the money. Again, it's if we don't pay, then we will stay poor. That's how you build a country. You annoy the fuck out of people to do something. And yeah, since the last hangout I went was in grade 7, I became unsociable. I became unnecessary. Never really asked for my parents to go out with them. And when I asked them recently to go out on this swimming party with them, my mom literally went like, you literally go to the same school every day. Aren't you like tired of each other? And in my mind, I just went like, huh? Do you even process the words you say, or do you even have like I don't know how to word this, but I just went like, huh? Yes, we do go to the same school every day, but can't we also go somewhere together as a class? Can't we have a different experience together? Why does it seem like that's enough? I don't believe that's enough. Because we're in the same place every day. It's fucking boring. We need something fun to the people who we've considered friends. I want to do something fun with my classmates, not just sit in school every day and do homework. That's fucking boring. I don't think she ever thought about that. I get what she said. Well, like, if we're just gonna stay there, then it's not fun at all. Which is why, when the field trip came, it was fun because I had actual experience with them. I had a fun time because I went to a place that I wanted to go with the people that I wanted to be with. That's why the classroom is not just enough. Though we may have memories in there, but outside is much more fun. There's a world outside the window. There's a world outside the classroom. It's not just a classroom. This is why you should savor everything before it lasts. And yeah, that's basically how my high school is going. My high school life is going right now, and I'm fearing for my future. I'm grade 10. I'm gonna be grade 11 next year. I'm just 2 steps away from college. Still don't know what to choose because I have a lot of dreams. But one thing I know is that I like speaking and I like news and I like planes. I like money. I like foreign affairs. I like learning different languages. I have a lot of interests. And I don't think I'd find a perfect college. But yeah. Anyways, that's the video for now. Thank you so much for watching this. And one more thing before I go. Please enjoy your high school life. Like my wise teacher said, if there's no drama, then it's boring. And my high school is quite great, despite not being in a lot of hangouts, because there was drama, there was spice to my high school life. I've been in some dramas before, and I think, no, not I think, I believe that that's the meaty part of the high school life. That's, I say, yeah, que bene, très bien, que bene. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, guys.